Hello, everyone. My goodness. Do I have updates for you? But first we gotta figure out the last two things. And I don't really have anything that I'm painting right now. So, I mean, I could say, like, maybe miniatures. But I don't really have any, I don't have a painting. So. We could put minis on the list, though. We haven't done that in a while. Yeah, we got cross stitch, we got latch hook. Whoop, 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 whoop. Saren. How are you? Saren and my mods are the only people who know what happened yesterday. So shh. Don't tell. I
found my people.
If y'all, we're here for a cat update. Also, thank you so much for that follow. We're just getting started. Saren, how was your stream today? I was doing a million things, and as soon as I sat down to watch your stream, James called me, and I'm like, hey, that's not a bad thing. I don't get to talk to him often. So, alright, we'll put latch hook and cross stitch. What were you were working on the owl today, right? Like, I popped in for a little bit earlier, but I didn't get to hang too long. Alright, so raccoon, smoothie, and AC. Let me know what you want your votes to go towards. Not as much progress, because I was also distracted by all the things. Yeah, so we're going to be crocheting a cat couch today. And talking about cats. Latch hook. So, if you haven't been here, or you're new, first of all, welcome! Hi, Raiders! My name is Megan. Sorry, I am a neurodivergent variety crafter and streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but I also play games, and we do other things like diamond dots and perler beads, and latch hooking, and miniatures, and just crafts in general. There's also a lot of cats here. I have 3 cats of my own, and then I have slowly become the TNR lady, except that the R here does not mean release. The R here means rehome, because so far 4 out of 4 of the cats that I've trapped have been taken in by the shelter to be found a new home. So I've gotten 7 cats in off the street since I've lived here. And every one of them is in a home. So I'm the cat lady now. I don't know. Streaking. Thank you for the streak, Petrichor. Oh, Smoothie, I think, said that they had therapy, which might make telling me what they want for their points a tricky thing. Why? Not the mobile notification from Wawa not disappearing off my phone. I already got my food. I ate it. I had lunch. Shush. Anyway. Yeah. That would be good. So. Well, and here's the thing. I love that you guys help me help the kitties. Because you guys have donated funds to our TNR budget, and have been just instrumental, truly, in helping me be able to help them. So, we talked about Sequoia yesterday. We gave all the update there. She's doing good. She won't be available for adoption until like next week. They're giving her time to just kind of decompress. She's also on antibiotics. I'm trying to find my pattern for this couch. Just because of any like lingering, infection. So here's the thing, Emily, you might be able to work with like a shelter. You might be able to reach out and be like, hey, I can TNR, but I can't transport them. Like, do you guys, is there any way that you can pick up? It doesn't hurt to reach out, Hello, silly. Because I feel like shelters are so desperately in need for people to help that they would be willing to, help you help them. So far it's been a no, but I keep trying. That sucks. And your parents or like no one that you know will help. That's so like if you're willing to put in the work to do the trapping bit. I'm streaking. Oh my god, there's so many streakers in my chat. Y'all. Thank you. My volume is low. I appear to be okay on my end. How do I sound for anyone else? Like my mic looks okay. Am I quiet to other people? Huh. A little quieter. Okay. I mean, I can turn it up. That's as loud as it can go. I could turn the music down too if we think that might be the issue. I mean, I don't know. They aren't thrilled about feral cats in their cars? I mean, they're going to be in a trap. What about what exactly are they thinking is going to happen? You just put a mat down. Trust me, if Tigger was covered in pee in a cage full of pee and my car doesn't smell like boy pee, their cars will be okay. All right, hang on. Give me 1 sec. Oh, okay. It's back. Is it any better? I can't make it any louder, unfortunately. I might have to, if there's issues, then I might just have to get a different microphone, I guess. I don't know. I mean, how's this? Is this any better? Testing 1. 1, 2. Oh, that's good. Okay. It shows that I'm peaking now. So, am I? Like, is it too loud now? Sounds the same. Okay. It's perfect? Okay. I just have to ignore the flashing red at me. I think there was a behind. I would not be surprised. I did update OBS recently. Because, you know. Anyway. So, we'll do a real quick little video, a little peek in case you guys missed anything with Sequoia yesterday. I highly recommend go back, watch yesterday's VOD. The beginning of it, like the first 45 minutes or so. Yesterday? 2 days ago? 2 days ago. 2 days. Yesterday. Wait, when was it? Also, when I laughed, that blew out my everything. Did it mess up everything for you guys? Because... oh, God. Okay. Anyway, she's doing fabulous. She is an angel baby. She did have a very shocking surprise to her spay. They found something unexpected. So that's fun. She's such a love. She'll be adopted so fast. She's so beautiful. Like, look at... she looks just like Artie, but she has gold like her eyes. Her eyes are so pretty. Like, she'll find a home so quickly. No doubt in my mind. Yes. All the shelter workers love her. Like, she is just an absolute love bug. So when I went to the shelter, I know I mentioned this too, they had said, oh, you know, did you see the pictures that Soot Sprite's owner have posted? And I said, no. Like, did anyone send them to you? I'm like, And they showed me a Facebook post. Evidently, they have a Facebook group. Okay? And I mentioned this yesterday. You know, they did say I could join it, even though I haven't adopted from them, right? So here's Soot's some of the pictures from his new home. And that's Artie in her cat cave. And he is doing so good and is so happy, and I just... the best. Excuse me. So I commented on the post yesterday, right? I said, hi there, I'm Soot Sprite's finder. He was in my yard, and since I have 3 cats already, I brought him to this shelter. I am so happy to see him doing so well. Congratulations on your new addition. He is such a sweet boy. And I also shared a picture that said, hard to believe where he started, right? Everything is blurred out on this, right? Hard to believe where he started. His new owner. I'm gonna cry again. Thank you so much for helping him. He is amazing. Out of curiosity, what area did you find him in? We had a Siamese show up on our ring a few times in the very late hours in fill in the blank, and part of me wonders if it could have been him. I said, that would be wild. I am in that town. You can absolutely send me a message if you'd like to chat more specifics. Uh-oh. Why did the computer go ba-ding? Am I here still? Okay. So first thing that she does is send me this. And then she says, "Hi, Megan. I'm not sure where in blank you found him, but I live on blank. I could cry. I live on blank." So say I live on 1st Street, okay? I don't. She lives on 2nd Street. I live on Purple Crochet Hook. She lives on Orange. Houses, backyards. Okay? Now, I don't know which house she lives in. Though I did do a bit of snooping because she did tell me when they moved in, and I snooped a little bit. And I'm pretty sure the house she lives in, I live here and she lives in a house like all the way up here. Like there's 3 streets in between us, like crossroads. So she says, "So it was definitely him then." I said, "Oh my God, we're neighbors. And you knew him before you got him. He's not far at all if you ever wanted to come see him again. And how wild. I had such a funny feeling when I met him that I had seen him before." I have literal goosebumps. Okay? So we then spent 3 hours messaging back and forth on Facebook. Okay? She asked me a couple of questions. She's like, "Hey, here's a question. Did you happen to trap this cat? We were feeding her and haven't seen her in a while." And I was like, "Unfortunately, no. Like, that's not one of the ones that I have trapped." I said, I have a black and white. Let me just make sure there's nothing. Okay. I have a black and white boy with a crazy long collar and a gray and white boy right now who I'm looking to neuter. I think I know those 2. Y'all, she also feeds cats. I'm talking to her about Mittens and Birch, and she says, "This one? That's her picture." Like, there are my pictures I'm sending, and she sends me freaking Mittens eating at her food. And, you know, I told her all the names. Yep, same guy. I was like, "He needs to be neutered." He starts fights with the other boys over here. She says, "I bought a trap recently. I'm a tomahawk trap. You're more than welcome to try, see if you have more success." I did try to trap him with a plate, but he never took to it. He's just too smart. It always concerned me, the collar on his neck. And I'm like, "No, but the same. The same. Hi, Slide Fox, yes." Right, exactly, Saren. Exactly. And I said, "Yes, that's what I worry about too. It's not a breakaway." And then I send her this video because Birch is on my back step as we're texting. Well, Birch is making a run up to grab the food. Or actually, no, sorry, that he's over there at this point. But what he starts doing is he runs from like where he is, grabs a mouthful of food and runs away right now because he's like afraid. I'm going to talk to her about like, "Hey, let's both of us only put food in the traps so that they're going to have to go into one of the traps. Either yours or mine, because if they can't get access to food as easily, like they're going to have to." The real question, Procrasticrafting. Does she feed Oopsie? Well, it's funny that you should mention that because I sent her a video of Oopsie just wandering. What did I hear? I sent her this video about him being a goober. And how he came up in between the 3 of them as they were in like a hormonal rage-filled battle. And I'm like, you know, what a menace kind of thing. Hold on. Hold on. That must be the same guy we get. He has no worry in the world. So yes, she also knows Oopsie. she also knows Oopsie. And he has visited her. So yeah. Here was Birch grabbing his food and running. Poor scaredy boy. Mouthful and run. No brain cells, zero worries. So as we're talking, I then get this picture. She says, "This is Soot right now." So that is a baby, Your Honor. He is living his best life, loving the indoor life, the bunny, the whole, all of it. And like I said to her, I emailed the shelter this story because I'm like, they need to know this. Like, they have to know what happened, right? I said, hey, you know, I have a story for you and the rest of the team. After you showed me Soot Sprite's photos and encouraged me to join the Facebook group, I commented on the photo his new family posted. I mentioned he was an outdoor cat and how happy I was that he found his home. His new mom asked if I lived in fill in the blank, because she does, and had sometimes seen a Siamese cat on their Ring camera. I told her she could message me if she wanted to talk more. That yes, I did live in that area. It turns out she is my neighbor. She lives one street over from me and several houses away. Soot was captured, left my yard, went to you, went to the beach. Like, he went an hour and a half south to their other shelter. Okay? And they drove to the shelter that's an hour and a half away for Soot. Because she just fell in love with him. She went down there, hour and a half away, drove him back up here. Okay, so I said, and ended up being adopted and living in a house down the street from me that he had seen from the outside. We spent several hours talking last night about the outdoor cats in the area. Turns out she also puts out food and knows several of the boys I'm looking to trap. We're going to meet up in the future, and she has offered to continue to share photos and updates on Soot. We are both amazed at how this story ended up, and a new friendship has definitely been formed, all because of Soot Sprite and your willingness to help him. I'm attaching a few screenshots because it's just too wild of a story and I thought you may like to see it. Thank you again for being willing to help me guys find their happy endings, even if they just end up living down the street in the end. So, Soot Sprite's my neighbor. Oh! She sounds like someone who'll keep him inside too. Yes. Yeah, that was a big fear of mine. Like, I worry about all of them, right? Like, Tigger's still in, quarantine. And obviously Sequoia isn't available for adoption yet, but I worry about them. I worry about someone putting them back outside or allowing them in and out. Especially Soot, though, I feel like because of his vision, I was so afraid that, like, because if he ended up back outside in an area that he didn't know, it could be really dangerous for him. And she does not sound like that kind of person. She sounds like the kind of person who would build a catio for him if he wanted to go outside. Send this to the dodo? I mean, maybe after we've met and we've talked a little bit more, because right now it's just a story. There's no video for the dodo to, like, use, you know, of, like, us meeting or me getting to see him again. The other cat was going to be the other female Siamese. What about the other cat? I love this so much. Hi, Neophyte, how are you? I love it. It's down the street. It's down the street. Like, all because they were like, hey, did you see his pictures on Facebook? And I'm like, there's a Facebook page? Like, all because I went yesterday to see Sequoia, and they showed me Soot, and I commented, and like, it's all these little, this dominoes. It's dominoes. Instinct for these kitties and what you're doing for them is life-changing. Yes. Like, not to toot my own horn, because I'm the furthest to do that, but like, this is so many kittens prevented. This is so many babies that won't be born. Oh, the other cat she saw on her camera. And if he would get out, he would know his way around. Yeah. He would know the area. It's like safety. Yeah. But like, if you think about how many babies each of these boys could have had, and then, well, honestly, Sequoia wouldn't have survived having kittens. I don't even know how she survived as long as she did. It's crazy though. It's thousands. So I messaged her and I was like, so I just wanted to let you know, like, I reached out to the shelter to like fill them in on everything. And when I hear back from her, I'll probably bring up like, hey, maybe the two of us could like work together and like put the traps, like put the food in the traps so that like the boys have to go into a trap. And if you trap them and need help, I got you. Like, I want to meet her. Like, forget even about seeing Soot Sprite, you know, because when I saw him at the shelter, I said my goodbye, you know, like, because this is the bottom line, is that the likelihood of me knowing anything about him after he left the shelter was so tiny. Like, it's less than like 0.5%, I would say. Like, it's just such a little chance that I would know anything, because again, you know, anyone could adopt him. Like, here he was getting adopted out of a different like county. You did, Allison. Hey, I haven't seen socks in a while, have you? And so yeah, tracking their movement, being aware. Yes. No, I agree. I think that will be really beneficial for both of us and for the cats too. Because it's interesting to me how the cats seem to move. It reminds me somewhat of like birds. Some birds, like, they're very territorial, and like I have cardinals where I live on my street. A couple of streets down, I see blue jays. I don't rarely see them in each other's territories. It's similar with cats. Like, our strip is probably, you know, more like, do the cats wander? Yes, but are they more likely to stay in like their section? Yes. The way the universe and how it's coming together for your ecosystem / cat colony is magic. It is. It really is. I just, it's so cool. It's so cool to me. And then last night, I was getting ready for bed, and I saw on the camera that besides Birch coming by and like grabbing a mouthful of food, Mittens was there. So Mittens obviously has someone because he's got collars before. So I just like sat there at 2 a.m. in my pajamas, freezing, and just talked to him through the door to try and build up that trust with him, like how I did with Tigger. Like, hoping that he would, you know, just hear me, realize I'm not gonna like lunge for it. Look at that stupid collar. I hate that stupid collar. But like, look at him, just like. So I just sat there the whole time he was eating and talked, and like, you know, he didn't come over to me, but I think about how it all started with Pippin and Maple and all of them. Like, it's this. It's slow. It's annoying at times. I know. I love that she was also worried about the collar. That right there. That right there. He is not neutered. No. He and Tigger were the ones causing the most fights. He fought Soot. Well, he didn't fight him, but he and Tigger were the issues. You can literally see he's got like a scar on his face that he didn't have before because he gets into fights. It's a choking hazard. Truly, if he steps, the worst part is it's not a breakaway collar. So if he steps on it or gets it caught, he's gonna it's gonna cinch. And then as I'm sitting there, oh, hello, Birch. And he was just like watching, like, oh, he's eating up there and he's not afraid. He had been under there sniffing like that. I set up the trap to try and get him. He just sniffed under. He didn't go into the trap. So yeah, I just sat there and yapped and like offered my hand and just, you know, high pitched, he's a good little baby, you know, like I sound like an idiot, but I don't care. And like I just the juxtaposition. And then of course Maple starts meowing because he's like, who are you talking to in my voice, Mom? Also, Allison, if you go into the mod chat, you can see like more detailed stuff about the Soot update because I shared it last night with the mods. But yeah, a neighbor one row behind me and like several houses down adopted Soot. So Soot lives at my neighbor, like he lives right near me. She had seen him on her own Ring doorbell. We're going to get together. She's like, you know, I'll continue to like send you pictures and updates and this and that, and like I got this is him last night. So I made a new friend. Here he is on her Ring doorbell. I love them. I love them all. I think so, because she introduced him on Facebook as Mr. Soot Sprite. And then she, like, when we were talking, she sent me pictures, like, here, like, she continued to use his name. So last time James went away, Megan got a cat. And this time when James went away, Megan got a new human friend because of a cat. Megan also trapped 3 cats while James was away. Freaking crazy. It's wild to me, honestly. 3 cats. Thank you. You know, I've said this before, like, you know, I got talk about emotional roller coaster, right? You have the absolute highs, Soot Sprite, Sequoia being okay, all of that. And then you have the absolute lows of I got my you remember how I went in front of a judge to appeal my disability claim? Because they said I wasn't disabled. And I went before a judge and it was like a whole thing. And like it caused me massive panic and it was a whole thing. Yeah, they denied me. I'm not guys, guess what? I'm not disabled. I don't have crippling anxiety. I can leave the house. I evidently the panic attack I had when I had to go to the hospital to see a doctor, so badly that I didn't actually even see my doctor because I couldn't make it through to where my doctor's office is located. Turns out that wasn't a thing. I'm fine. I don't have vertigo. I don't have migraines. I'm good. I'm pissed. This is my 4th appeal now. And I had a lawyer this time. I had a fucking lawyer. Okay? Who was like, you have a solid case here. Like one of my favorite things was they have like someone who like their whole job is to like say what kind of job you could have with your disability. So like they're supposed to like bring up like they're supposed to look and be like, okay, well, like for instance, if you can't walk, well, okay, like what kind of jobs could you do if you're wheelchair bound kind of thing. So keep in mind, they know about my vertigo, my migraines. They know that I struggle to leave the house. They know that I like one of the questions they asked me was if I struggle with activity in the house. Day-to-day things, dishes, laundry, vacuuming, cleaning, stuff like that. Yes, actually I do. Because of the vertigo and things like that, I tend to have to space these things out and I can't do them all in one go because it irritates my neck. It causes me to have vertigo. So no, like I'll vacuum one day, I'll do laundry another, I'll wash dishes. Like I space things out, right? Like normally most people do stuff in one day, like they'll vacuum and change. So then this brilliant lady, when it was her job to say what kind of jobs I could have with my disabilities, she said I could be a housekeeper. So, am I the kind of housekeeper that goes for like, hi, I'm here just to do your dishes today. I'll be back tomorrow to do your laundry. And then what am I going to do with my house? First of all, that's assuming I can get to strangers' houses and like be there for hours and do stuff. But then it's like I laughed. I was on the phone and I actually laughed out loud. Like, cause they offered like I could do either an in-person thing with the lawyer or the judge or a virtual one. And I thought the virtual one was going to be like a camera, not like a phone call, but it was a phone call. I laughed like audibly and I like, cause I wasn't supposed to be talking. Like it was not my turn to speak. And I was like, and it was just like, this lady's what? Yeah. So I just like it's the most wild roller coaster right now because the depression from that is so high. Because like I know I can't do like there's a lot that I can't do. It's not that I don't want to or that I refuse to. It's just that right now my brain I can't. And I wish that I could. And I know that I can't do all this stuff. So I know how broken I am. But then evidently I'm not broken enough for the government. Also, fuck our government. Excuse me, but you know what? Just needs to be said. Yeah, I'm American. I don't agree with anything that's happening here right now. Most of us don't. If you're not from America, 90% of Americans do not agree with what's happening right now. I keep seeing people who are like, I voted for Trump and I don't know, this isn't what I voted for. And everyone's like, yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is. you knew what he was gonna do. Anyway, sorry. Woo! This was a big pivot from cats. The math isn't mathing, no. They'd still deem me fit for work. Yep. I hate it here. It's just... You know what? Honestly, I would love to see these people. I would love to switch places with them. I would love to have them try and function without, like, with how I am. Here you go. Go grocery shopping. What's that? You're in the frozen food aisle and you're having a panic attack? Do you abandon your cart, not pick up all the things you need and check out, have a breakdown, continue shopping, and then leave? Like, it's just... I could get a job where I don't have to talk to anyone. Where? Thank you. They'd say, oh yeah, you could have this job or this job or this job. Fine, find it. Give it to me. I'm not willing to work. I'm just not able to work out of the house. I'm not able to do, like, the physical things I used to be able to do. I'm working on it. I'm actively working out. I'm trying to get stronger and healthier and all of that. But so yeah, I have no idea. I'll talk with my lawyer, I'm sure, at some point. The nice thing is I don't have to pay him anything because I didn't win anything. Anyway. Yeah. I would love for that, like, yeah, just give them the feeling of vertigo and then tell them to, like, walk down the flight of stairs. Here's some vertigo. Roll over in bed without throwing up. Have fun. Need to be disabled themselves, yeah. Or at the very least have an associate with... Yes, I think that people, when they're making decisions on whether or not you are approved for disability, they need to have people with actual disabilities on their freaking, like, board. Do you know what I mean? Like, there should be people who, or doctors, actual doctors, not some idiot sitting at Google AI going, what jobs for someone this age, like, no. Have someone with a brain. Yes. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I got really excited when I got the letter from Social Security because I thought it was a big envelope. And I'm like, oh, big is normally good. No, it turns out that they were just detailing why I wasn't disabled enough with each of my disabilities. So I haven't read it yet. Because there's nothing like having crippling anxiety and panic and having someone say, you don't have those. Like, that is a huge ass Pokemon on my screen. Because I have struggled with that enough that, like, I don't need someone telling me that it's not whatever, you know? All in my head. Had a panic attack and called an ambulance. Panic attacks are no joke. They're not. Peer-to-peer with health insurance, and the doctors were totally unprepared for the breast cancer surgery question. It's wild. I don't understand. Somewhere, oh, I think I know where it is. Notebook? Notebook? Of course it's all in my head! If I could get it out of my head, I would literally pluck it out. Like James the other day said jokingly, like, have you just like, why don't you just not be anxious today about Sequoia? He's like, just do something else. Pretend you're neurotypical. And I know he meant it as a joke, but it fucking cut deep because I'm like, that's literally all I do every day is pretend I'm neurotypical in order to try and fit in. Every day, and I can't succeed. I'm not neurotypical enough for the neurotypicals, and I'm not neurodivergent enough for the I know it was meant jokingly. It's just when you've had people literally tell you, like, just don't be anxious as, like, being serious, like, that's why I wasn't actually, like, upset. I would have called you out on it if it, like, really hurt me. But, like, I've had people before be like, just don't worry about it. Just stop thinking about it. Oh! Is that all I had to do? Well, damn! Thank you for telling me. If only I had known. If only I had known. I haven't even hatched the first egg. Give it to someone else. I can only pretend for so long and then I will have a meltdown and burn out. Yeah. Late realize, yeah, I can't even afford to get diagnosed for my autism. I'm sitting here knowing I'm autistic without a diagnosis because it's like $3,000 and I don't have any income. Like, one of the things that I did see was they were talking about, like, how much I've made over the last, like, since I first applied for disability. And I hate, like, you know, it's just a sign of the times, right? 2020, between Twitch and my website and this and the other, it was like good couple $1,000. And like last year was less than 2. And it every year has dropped. And it's because no one has fun money. No one can just be like, "Oh, yeah, here, I'll drop like we haven't made these goals in like, I don't know why I still have them. I think that people just like to see them. And I don't begrudge anyone for it. I'm not upset about it because it's I don't have the money to spend on the fun things I want to either because it cost me $6 to buy a box of Wheat Thins. That's 2.5 subs. That's 2.5 subscriptions for 1 box of crackers here. So it's like, if it's just, So yeah, I can't spend $3,000 to get an autism diagnosis because I have to buy crackers from the grocery store for like $20 for a couple boxes for my safe foods. Unfortunately, jokes that can poke at points that are sensitive don't always land great, yeah. Yeah. We know that it wasn't meant in like an actual... I know it wasn't meant in an actual, like... I know that you were making a joke. If we were like newly dating or I don't know you, that would have been like, well, bye. What a concept. I can turn it off. Boop. On, off, on, off. I wouldn't get one either right now, Shay. Okay. I need to do the seat, the armrest caps, and the armrest cover. Chain 98. Bite me. Okay. We're gonna do 96 half double crochets. Foundation, yeah, that's what I'm looking at the next row. 1 half double crochet. I'm only reading this out loud. This is a free pattern, by the way. It's on Yarnspirations. Don't read don't read paid patterns. Don't share paid patterns. None of that. This is the Crochet Kitty Chase Lounge. It was published March 28th, 2023. And like I said, it's free on Yarnspirations. There we go. Oh, actually, that is the paid version. That's Artie's couch. There's a paid and an unpaid. Yeah. I don't know if I have... Hold on. I can edit that. I can edit that command. I can add both. Un momento, por favor. You need to also go be productive. Good luck. Godspeed. Oops. But also thank you for the lurk. So yeah, it's been an absolutely wild roller coaster of emotions the last the last couple of hours, like just the last 24 hours. Have to undo it? Oh no. Alright, let's see. Oops. There we go. I want a kitty update's got a bonus rant at something I'm wholeheartedly on your side about. Nah, I get it. Thank you for being here for the kitty updates. Thank you for being here, lurking, and just... Thank you for being here. Truly. You know, it helps. It means a lot that I'm not ranting to no one, you know? Alright, hold on. First row, 1 half double, 1 linked half double in each chain to end of chain. So they want me to do linked half doubles for the first row. That sounds like a stupid idea. So row 1 is going to be a regular row. Thank you all for letting me rant. I appreciate it. It doesn't change anything, but it helps a little bit to just, you know, scream. Especially when other people get it. It's the weekend. I love your rants. I'm so glad. Here's a little tip a little crochet tip. When you have to do something like 98 freaking chains, add a row counter, or a stitch marker rather, every 10 stitches. Because then if you lose track of where you're at, well, you just count how many of those you have. So that's 10 stitches. And then if you're like, shoot, what number was I on? Oh, well, that's 10. This is 11. And you don't have to sit there and then count like 90 stitches because you got distracted. Like an ad break coming in. That's smart, yeah. I, too many times, have gotten distracted. Like, I know some people will do it, like, if it's a really long one, they'll do it, like, every 20 stitches. Whatever works for you. But I guess we're gonna take a stretch break. Because evidently, it's ad time. So, get a snack. I'm never distracted. Nope, never. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up, take a stretch break. We'll be back in just a little bit. Sorry that we're just getting started on the actual crocheting, but you know what? That happens sometimes. So I'll see you in a few. Hello. Thank you for hanging out through ads. Oh, I appreciate it. I went to go pee. Oh, another tip that you could do is alternate which stitch markers you do. Because then this is, okay, that's 10, but that's 20. So does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I'm hoping to maybe see my parents, because they moved out of their house. They are driving up here. They go back down to their house to do a few other things, like some cleaning stuff, I guess, that they want to do. But they're all moved out. Packing, setting things up at the house. Diamond dots and paleo. Ooh, what diamond dots are you working on? I need to play some paleo too. Surprise 40th birthday. Oh, that's fun. Son's birthday and too many people coming over. Oh no. You know, so no plans, just stitching. I love that. I can't wait to diamond dot. Oh, some Van Gogh ones. I love that. So this is the pattern that we're doing. Because I was just thinking about how I'm not 100% sure if I have, like, does this have die lots? Okay. So, if I don't think I have enough of the same die lot to finish this, should I... I probably shouldn't have started with the base, because I could have made that a different color. Because I'm like, do I make this... The part I'm working on now is the seat. But there's also... I have to make the armrest. And I'm almost wondering if I should do the armrest first, because then it would match the back. Yeah, I think that the seat might be okay if it's in another color. Which is fine. The armrest, we're still starting with the same thing. We're just doing 54 instead of 98. So it's still the same stitch. I can still use what I've started. I just think we're going to pivot and do the armrest instead. That way, in case I need to make the seat either a different color or it's a different shade of the same gray, it'll be okay. Oh, that sounds like fun. I hope you have a good time, Allison. Wash them, wipe them down. Oh no, you cut your finger. I'm sorry. Hooray for clean. Boo for owies. It's amazing how, like, sticky and, like, dirty stoves get. $6.47. Someone has to, I know. $51. $52. Fantastic. Row 2. One half double. One linked half double. Do repeat until it measures 16 inches. Super. So just do it forever. Oh, you know what? How about I get you guys a puzzle to do? Because it's just going to be a lot of gray. Ooh, they have some pretty flowers. There we go. Currently looking at paint by numbers because the dots ain't working for you. Oh. I hope that you find a nice paint by number that you like. I have a couple of paint by numbers that I still need to paint. Wait, I see a piece. I got one. You also want to try paint by number? Do you guys want to see? I got two. Gosh. I was going to say not that long ago, but at least at least like a year and a half, if not 2 years ago. So, I have 4 paint by number kits. Okay. I buy mine at Hirschner's. I can grab a link. These ones I got for James and I for Christmas one year because I thought it would be really fun for us to sit together and paint by number. This I got us for Christmas like 3-4 years ago now. This company is going out of business. It's never been touched. I bet you can guess which one is which. And then these ones were just like little guys that I got from Hirschner's. I got the hang in there kitty. And I got this one because it made me think of maple, and monarch butterflies are one of my favorite things ever, so. These ones are like small little kits versus the other ones, which are like a little bit more intense. I've done the kitten hanging as a cross stitch. I feel like kitten hanging is like everywhere for like crafts, you know? There we go. Let me... Paint by number kits. Oops. This is where I got mine from. The ones that are available change all the time. Oh! I'm gonna cry! I need this! It's arty! I have a maple. I need the arty. It's just, and at first I'm like, don't tell me this is some AI. And then I'm like, no, Hirschner's wouldn't do that, first of all. Second of all, here's another one by the same artist, and it's a similar style. So like, in that knee jerk of like I'm sure some of these are. Unfortunately. Yay, it's so fun. Google Art, yeah. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, hold on, I'll look this for... Winnie Pix was born in September of 2017 after a beautiful... Ah, the company has been around since before AI. Very good. Your real art. Oh, very nice. And breathe, yeah. Link. To which? The kitty paint by number or the person's website? Both. There's the cat. Here's their website. And if you go to About Us, you'll see So yeah, evidently the artist is Robin Altman, and Winnie is the name of like one of the characters. You're welcome. Oh my god, I clicked on the kids paint by numbers on her website. They have a bunch of adults. But oh my god, this is this is so cute. Uh yeah, the company's been around for a while, so you might have heard their name. This is so much slower than actual half double crochet. At least for me. You had made a small error, but the math had made a boo, or the bank had made a boo-boo, which is why the math wasn't working. Oh. I'm glad you figured it out. Yeah, the linked half double. Oh, I forgot to put the puzzle out here so that you guys could boop. That's how I know Megan is an expert cat trapper. She laid out a puzzle and now I'm trapped. It was all according to plan. Listen, it's Friday. We made it through another week. Treat yourself. Do a little puzzle. Does that mean that Sly Fox is a curious shark? Thank God. I know. What are the stores they have rented? They rent the store. bunch of small local businesses can each pay to have their stuff in there. Oh, don't need to be present. That way the small business can be out there for people to see and shop from. I love that. That's such a cool idea. So I just got like a notification from Monopoly Go, right? And I realized that one of the people that I added after like an event at some point, right? Because like sometimes people will like add you, and I'll normally do it, but like they get like a one, they get like a 3 strikes you're out kind of policy. Where like if they keep attacking my landmarks and stuff like that, I just remove them because I'm like I don't have time to deal with that kind of nonsense. And so far I haven't had issues, right? Sometimes I can ask like, "Oh, hey, do you have this sticker?" And sometimes I get it. All right, fine. Or when I have had issues with like making enough people on like a team, sometimes I'll partner up with some of them. Anyway, I realized they all seem fine. Oh. I realized that one of them has a name that I would have started to have said out loud, like reading Twitch chat kind of thing, and then would have stopped and would have gone. Like they're not. They've been fine as a friend. Hold on. I can't say it. Okay, I mean I could, but let me see if I can find them real quick. Oh my god, not all the free pop-ups. Go away. Let me close the window. Less effort and cost for small business. Yeah. High street big shops. Yeah. No, I love that idea. There's a Monopoly Go chat? Oh my god. I need a separate app for that? Anyway. Okay. Um Chat. Read it out loud. I totally didn't realize it at first. It wasn't until very recently that I was like, oh my god, your name. Your name. I have never watched a single episode of The Simpsons, so maybe. I could not tell you. He prank calls bars and uses a name like that, but the last name first. Ah, I see. So the bartender says it out loud. Hey, can anyone in Monopoly actually send me a sticker? Any sticker if you have a duplicate? I know a lot of us don't, but I need it for like my third freaking thing. This thing. Kids put in Kahoot. Yeah, to try and get... Yes. Yes. Ooh, are you going anywhere, Elf? Or are you just like... Is it a staycation? Either way, I hope it's nice and relaxing. Let me look. Probably. Alright, hang on. Visiting Mom with B. Aw, first flight. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Raccoon. Albums. Open. I swear this app sometimes. Alright, let's see. Do I really not have a single duplicate? I don't have any duplicates. Maybe, let me see if there's anything I can open with my erasers. Oh, I hope you had a nice birthday. I did the border. Amazing. 9-month appointment. That's wild to me. Well, I'm glad you watched the VOD. It was, quite the wild roller coaster there. And it continues to be. Oops. So my house, I swear, felt like so nice and neat recently. And something happened because it feels like a train wreck in here now. And I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, other than maybe just the fact that I've had all these cats that I've had in my house lately, and maybe I've just not been, I don't know, been a little distracted by that. But I'm like, gosh. I went from, man, everything looks really nice to, oh my god, where did my kitchen go? Your Real House or Animal Crossing? I don't think so. I did actually go to a couple of treasure islands. Off stream. I'll probably go to a few more at dinner tonight. Just trying to get stuff together for building on our island. I am on the same day though, so next time we play, we can welcome Cephalobot. I haven't moved forward any time because I didn't want to like do that without you guys. So but yeah, the whole mystery island, like, or the treasure islands rather, not mystery islands, they have calmed down a lot since the update, and I think everyone's playing Pokopia. So it's a lot easier to get onto the mystery islands. So or treasure islands, gosh, Megan, wrong thing. Mystery islands are a different thing. So if you ever wanted to like see that again, since the last time didn't really work out so great because it was hectic and busy, we could always do it again. I could show you. Yep. Last night. You're making tacos? But it's not Taco Tuesday. With my shells? The Doritos ones? Those ones are banging, though. You mean a tortilla covered in oil? Sure. Ooh, yeah. I've done that before. Or like if you run out of shells, just chuck it all in a bowl, grab like some corn chips. Morning, Emily. My nose is tickly. Holy moly. It's a Spider-Man meme. Emily? Emily? Yeah, I think pretty soon, don't they? Oh, 8 Eastern? Okay. I must have seen the Pacific time. Hi, Neophyte, how are you? Your phone died? No worries. Welcome back. How come you can't? Walk out of them? Oh. Gotcha. Oh, I hate when that happens. When, like, you see it and you're like, oh no. Oh. Oh no. Of course. Are we done yet, chat? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I'm also done, but like, is this done? Also, I just realized that you can kind of see my Switch game case, and it looks cool, but it's really cool. Who knows what it is? Yeah, like the OG one. Yep. Deedle beep. It hasn't quite been 84 years yet, but I only recognize it because of Pokopia. It is a Pokédex. That's my Switch game holder. Wait, I didn't know that was a thing. Hang on. Gotta catch 'em all! I mean, this is like... That's like the first one. So it's obviously... It's a game case, so it's not actually like a Pokédex. But... Right? No, I don't want the actual Pokemon. Yeah. That's the original. So, it's the same thing, it's just that it hinges a little bit differently because it's a game case. My brother had the electronic one too, yeah. Where like you could like type in their number and like look stuff up. Yeah, my brother had that. It was really cool. They were dumb pricey, yeah. Oh, that's fun, Allison. You always wanted one? Friend had one and you were Jelios. I don't even know what that word, that... J. Louise. It had all 151 Pokemon in it, I know. Really? I mean, you know it's bad if autocorrect can't even help you. I would have just used voice to speech. Or voice to text, rather. It feels French. Okay, laptop has autocorrect too. You can right click it. The suggested words, but that's what I'm saying. It's bad when the autocorrect is like, I don't know what you're doing here. I don't even know what to suggest. So, back in the day, there was like a digital version where like it was... I wonder if I can find... Yeah. So, back in the day, which was a Tuesday, there was this guy. Okay? And closed it looked like that. And then you'd open it up. And it had all these stupid buttons. Okay? It wasn't cool like the actual Pokedex that, you know, you would just scan. But then you would type in the number or you could type in the name of the Pokemon and it would like pull up their little picture and like you could read about them. Just like a Pokedex. And then I guess they had a couple of versions of it. So, it was a Tuesday. Now we just use Bulbapedia? Yeah, or I use Cerebi. I've always used Cerebi. I love that my closed captions know what that website is and are spelling it correctly. Is it wrong that I still want one? Absolutely not. Get one. Mm-hmm. Oops. Oh, yeah. I really want to get the nano pets again. Oh, wait, you know which one I want to get? So I had like the nano pets one, which was really cute. I never had this one growing up. I would love to have this now. Evidently, there's supposedly 101 different options for what your puppy looks like. Like some of them look like this. Some of them look like that. Or like, and I never had this one. I never had it. But I remember it. I didn't know that Toy Story was in concert. That's cool. I hope it's a good show. Stop it. Okay. It's really been an hour already? Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Wait, how? Chat, it needs to be like the size of this ruler. Oh, you can't even see. No worries. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's take a stretch. Okay. Get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for sitting through ads. Back to the never-ending cat couch. Apparently Words hates me, I'm sorry. It hates me too. It never wants to load anymore. Sorry, Mom texted. I know that I say this every time that I'm working on this piece. There's a part of me that's like, I should have just done this as half double crochets. She's not going to notice the little tiny stitches, the stitching details. It's soon just going to be covered in cat fur. What does it matter? So that's actually why my mom just texted. They are at their rental. The movers got everything out of their house the last 2 days. So they are moved out. They go back down, I think, sometime next week to do like one final thing. And then that's that. So since they sold the house, that's when the people wanted it. Bye. So their new house is coming along really good. I think that they like have a walkthrough. I think it's like the electrician walkthrough or something like that coming up, where like they go through and make sure that everything, lights and switches and plugs are all in the right place. But it's moving along. Like last time that they went by, the siding was going up on the house already. Like it goes so fast. It's really wild. Moving is a pain. Agreed. I'm glad that you're able to do it, though, in the way that you're able, which is, like, slowly. That, like, you can paint and then, like, move things over. Because James and I got the keys to our house the same day that we had to be out of our apartment. So we had to, like, have everything packed up. It was not good. Need overlap? Yeah. Never like that again. I mean, our landlord was nice enough to let us stay. Because, like, technically we should have been out, like, the end of the month. And he let us stay, I want to say, like, a day or so over. It might have been longer than that over. You know what it was? I think, so our year-long lease, right, was up. And we needed a month. And so I remember now he was like, well, normally I wouldn't, like, you know, extend it. Like, I would want, like, another year-long contract, yeah. Or, like, I would want, you know, like, a 3-month or and he's like, but you guys have been, like, good tenants. And so, like, I'm fine with extending it. So it was, like, a month and a day that he gave us. I mean, we still had to pay for it, obviously. But he was like, you guys have to be out, like, the 1st because I have to, you know, put it back out on the market kind of thing. So, yeah. Better for the cats, too. Yeah, it'll smell familiar, and, like, there'll be furniture there that they're like, wait a minute, I know this. I really want to live in the house. See, I probably would have, like, I don't know, at least moved over, like, a bed or a couch or something that I could sleep on. Soonish. One thing that I learned is there's really no rush to unpack once you're there. Like, label your stuff that's essential, right? Cleaning stuff, bathroom stuff. Um, and otherwise, like, I mean, at least for us, I feel like we had to, like, panic pack. Like, we were packing everything for, like, it was such a nightmare to pack up that way. And it felt like when we moved in, we started unpacking it in the same kind of, like, gotta get it all done. And it's like, actually, no. Like, get your essentials, like, mark your pots and pans and your cups and dishes and, you know, what have you. And it's okay if, like, you're, you know, if you're going into summer, it's okay if your winter clothes don't get unpacked right away. You know? I feel like the whole moving process is just so stressful, like, when you're doing it yourself. So, like, the packing and unpacking, like, let yourself breathe a little too. You have a color-coded system, I love that. Oh, good. It was excitement, yeah. You can go room by room. We wanted to be settled, is how my husband would have described unpacking the last time we moved. When you went to college, you barely unpacked. Oh my goodness, my mom just sent me pictures. So, our neighbor behind us, for whatever reason, their roof has been getting redone since November. Like, they tore off half the roof, like the shingles, left the wood covered with, like, you know, the plastic thing that they put in between the shingles and the roof. Okay? Then we've had rain, we've had snow, we've had ice, we've had more snow, we've had, like, it's, every weather has happened on just that plastic bit of thing covering the roof. Over and over and over. And then they'll come out and they'll put like 3 rows. Yeah. They'll put like 3 rows of shingles down and then leave. So it is still there. There's like 3 or 4 rows left. Also, they've just been leaving the tools and the supplies on the roof. So like all of the supplies were buried under like a couple of feet of snow at various points in the winter. I mean, listen, typically, if you go to replace your roof in November, it's done in November. Like, normally it doesn't take. And I think that it's like, it's gotta be people they know. Okay? No, man, I've literally seen roofs get done. If it's like a decent sized team, it's not a big house either. I've seen, like, the house that I grew up in, which was much larger than the houses that we live in, was done in 2 days. Meanwhile, yeah, it's usually a 2-day. Tear it down and, like, normal. I mean, it depends, I guess, on how severe the issue is. Like, if you have to, like, do more, like, than just removing the old shingles, relaying, like, the plastic and then putting on new, yeah, it might take longer. Like, if you have to rebuild, if there's structure, if there's anything like that, then yeah, we're gonna have. No. So I'm pretty sure that it is being done by like family or like people that they know. You know what I mean? Like friends. Because we've been joking that my parents were going to get a roof put on their house before the neighbors did. My parents' house wasn't even being built when the neighbor's roof came off. Okay? So this was the other day. Here, this is efficient use of your time. This is what they're doing. Oh, also peep that seam. They only took off half the roof. I really want to just go out there and be like, are you not concerned about the structure of that roof? Considering it's half. They took half the roof off. The colors don't match. And then okay. The seam, they're not overlapping properly. There's a seam. Okay? That video was taken on Monday. The roof still isn't done. It's Friday. I just want you to know, my mom just sent me a picture of their house. Their house was not started when the roof came down in November. Their house. the structure that they're going to live in was not started when the roof shingles came off. This is the photo my mom just sent me. That's their house. Hey, look, roof and siding and windows and so here's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen those neighbors. James, have you? I don't know who they are. I don't know their names. I know nothing about them. But there's a part of me that almost wants to be like, do we need to do a wellness check on these? Because, like, I would be livid. I would be suing people. I'd be making a fuss. I'd be making a stink. I don't know who lives there. I don't know. Their whole house will be ready by the time their roof is done, yeah. It's mold and rotting, yeah. Like, honestly, if that house goes on, you can see the difference in the color of the roof. Like, hold on, wait. I will take a live. This is a. Hold on. Okay. I just ran into my bathroom and I took a picture out the window. This is right now. This. Yeah, that's it's like it's a back room. It's a little bump out. Like, what's with the spacing? Why are these ones so close and those ones not? Again, they're not properly, like, you need to, like, stagger the seams. Otherwise, you're literally going to have, water's just going to run down this. This was also, this material was all that protected the roof all winter. That's all that was up there. And see, look, they just leave, these supplies have been up there also since November. I have no idea. They come in like a truck. They do a little bit and then they leave. Like, there's literally, that's just a shingle just sitting there. I've been a homeowner for 10 days and I would literally selling the house later, yeah. Listen, if they ever go to sell the house, I will go. I will see the realtor's name on the sign. I will call the realtor. I mean, if it's not obvious by the way the roof looks, I will call the realtor and I will be like, listen, Linda, listen. It's gotta be a DIY. It's a DIY job. There are certain things I'm okay with DIYing. I'm okay with DIYing painting. I could even fake my way through DIYing floor. Okay? Like, just laying new floor, not like building structure. Laying new tile thing. I can do that. Roofing, electrical, plumbing. Call a professional. Do not do it yourself. I just... Or like, you know, when we had our breezeway done, we had offered if it would save us money. We are like, we could demo the breezeway, like what was there. We can't build it back though. I'm like, if it would save us any money, we'll demo it ourselves. Give me a hammer, I can break stuff. But I wasn't gonna build the breezeway. I was just gonna take it down if it would save us money. Mm-hmm. Just kind of important. Kind of a necessary bit of your house. Where crafters were experienced at frogging all sorts of things. Crochet, knitting, breezeways, yeah. Mm-hmm. I DIY'd my internet, but that's Cat 6 cables and jacks, yeah. Yeah, again, there are some things that are okay to DIY. Then there are others that won't pass a home inspection. I wonder... That's been something that my dad does every time that they come up here, because they've been coming up so frequently with the house. Is he'll like say hi to me, he says hi to Artemis, and then he goes and looks out the back window to see what that looks like. Mm. So this was Monday. What was Monday's date? Oops. Monday was the 6th, okay? Monday, the 6th. Okay? This was the last time they were out. On March the 20th. Here it was. January the 9th. Wait, you can't see the date. Yes, usually roofs take 2 days at max, maybe 3, depending on like if you have bad weather. This was January 9th. Hold on. Here it was February 1st. So, you know, completely buried in snow. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely not doing a roof. Mm-mm. Get home safe. Dirt is... Yeah. Hang on, wait. Wait, my mom my mom sent me those pictures. Hang on. I'll send this back and say, looking better than the neighbors. But yeah. We live in little 1940s ranch style homes. They're not huge. There is not that much roof to do. Hell, we had people out that like tore down our chimney and rebuilt it in a day. Maybe 2. I don't remember. I think that like they had to come back the second day just for like because everything has to like dry, if you will. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, I know it's not my roof, but the way my brain the way my brain is like, it's not structurally sound, it's gonna affect us too. And every time that I see them out there, I have to fight the urge to go over and be like, is this your first time doing it? My neighbor with the Olean, okay, the guy who didn't want to clean up the trampoline, that he has been cleaning and doing. James, you're gonna be shocked when you see the house, like when you come home. He has been doing so much, and I am very impressed. There's still a lot to do, but you know what? Baby steps. Even he is like, I have no idea what's happening to that roof. I have no idea what's going on with that. I have no idea why it's been like this for so long. Yeah, the back part of my balls! Um, uh-huh. Yeah, the part in the back corner where the cherry tree is, that's all cleared out on his side. Dad did a bunch with me on our side, and he asked if he could help him with that bit too, and he has been every single week when garbage comes, there's yard waste there. Hold on, wait, I'll go get a picture. Here you go. Have a good weekend. Right? It does. His porch might be in shambles and his front yard might be a mess, but that looks damn good. Mm-hmm. I'll send it to you so you can look at it closer. I'll also send you the neighbor's roof. Yay! Yeah, it's really cute. He and my dad have like kind of started becoming friends. And so like every time my dad's here and like if my neighbor's outside, they end up like chatting a little bit. And dad was like, "Yeah, it looks really good." And he's like, "Yeah, it's too bad that I can't plant my, tomatoes back there cuz the previous homeowner planted that tree." And I offered, I'm like, "Well, if you want, I'm like, we can help you get like a bed set up near like closer to your house where there isn't any trees." I'm like, "That's why we put our garden where we did." And he was like, "Yeah, I have one tomato plant there and it's already doing really well." So he's a nice guy. He just it almost feels like it got overwhelming for him. And when he started seeing dad and I doing a lot, it kind of like encouraged him. So also, James, evidently the previous homeowner, the one that we bought this house from, is not who put the zoysia grass in. It was the person before. Mm-hmm. 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 I wouldn't want to DIY a roof, but if I did, I guarantee it would look better than that. And yes, I I could today start watching YouTube videos on how to do a roof and finish that roof before they do. Like, with no experience or idea of how to do a roof, I could sit down, watch a few videos, and finish it before these people can. Alone. While being afraid of being on the roof and falling. Like, Megan up there at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. These mother. Right, but again, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like we did work with our gutters, right? Like put the gutter guards in and stuff like that. Like, okay. We fixed the one when it like pulled off from the house. Like there are some things that you can do, but like just mm. I wouldn't want to mess with like foundation or roofing, honestly. Cuz like that's like the base and the protection of your house. If things go wrong at either of those locations, it's pretty detrimental to the health of your house. I'm sorry, Elf, what? What? Is that some kind of innuendo? It feels like shaving. Never mind. The grass and weeds take over the rocks, and I have to get rid of all the plants in it, or I get fined. I see. I think it's going to be hot again this weekend. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be hot as hell starting Monday. We're going from 63 to 80 degrees. That's atrocious. But that does mean this weekend I can get some more yard work done. And hopefully not overheat. Because evidently that's all that I do now, is overheat. Gross. Have you tried not overheating? I have never been one to overheat before. And it was actually interesting. Petrichor had mentioned this and said that antihistamines can make you more prone to overheating. And since I'm taking like a crap ton of them right now, because of the hives that I had been dealing with, that might be part of it. Because like I overheated in the winter shoveling snow. So fire is an idea. It is. You know, James, fire might be a way to solve the Zoysia issue. Yeah, I am on less of the Zoloft now than I've ever taken before. So I would hope it wouldn't be that, but uh-oh. Hey, chat. That was a big one. That was sneeze number 200. This is the silliest thing that I've ever done in my life, and I love it. Thank you. Who's here? A bird. I'm like, there's a pet on the fluffy cam. It's a blackbird. A ticket giveaway? Well, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's do that. A new kitty? Oh, big day. Okay, ticket time! Exclamation point ticket. Enter to get to vote on what craft or activity we do next Friday. Interesting. That is the only bombshell in Villa I want to know about. Yes, please. Dogs and cats. Oh gosh, hi Artie. Just coming to get some of your lunch? Now that it's getting closer to dinner time. You know what? Girl, go off. I would love to get her. They make RFDI? RFID. my brain really just. There was a dial-up sound, okay? In my brain right then. They make like microchip / RFID. I did it again. Readers for your pets so that Pippin stops stealing her food. They're like over 150, almost like they range from like $150 to $250. I'm just really tired of having to like chase Pippin away. But I'm like, golly, I don't know if my own like peace of mind is worth that much money. Minchino. Because Artie will wear a collar with the little chip on it. Pippin won't. That was my favorite experience, was putting a collar on Pippin for the first time, and she was fine with it for a really long time, and then all of a sudden she saw the little dangly charm and she was like, what is this? And she started like trying to bite. It became a whole thing. A whole thing. This puzzle is soothing. Yay! I'm glad. She came in here, ate some of her food, took a pee, and left. Alright. Sure. Has everybody entered the ticket giveaway? Last call. All right. Not my phone. Okay, phone. Okay. My phone was leaning and it just decided to like slide and knock my ruler down as it did. And then the ruler fell, like, anyway. Okie dokie, the winner is Sean! Where would you like your 2 points to go? Where did my pen go? How? How? Cross stitch? Okay. It's a yellow pen. Found it. Boop. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but we did get a decent amount of this done. We'll take a measurement here in a minute. Oops. No, stop it. Oh my gosh, if you could stop dropping the stitches, that would be super. Hooray! All right. We did 5 1/4 inches today. So we're a third of the way there. We're a third of the way there in 2 hours because I yapped again for like the first hour about Soot Sprite and... Oh my god, the shelter emailed me back. Oh my goodness, that is so crazy. I'm so glad he found a good home and that you get to keep getting updates. We definitely couldn't do the work we do without those who TNR, so we appreciate you as well. We all have a hand in a big pot to make a difference. Poor Soot has been on an adventure 4 hours down south and back just to end up a few streets away. Thank you for trusting us with him to find his forever home. I am just so glad it worked out for him. Poor baby was too sweet to stay on those hard streets. I'm hoping the same thing happens for Tigger after his quarantine. Have a great weekend. I can't. Oh, oh golly. Oh, I can't see you guys. It's all blurry all of a sudden. Oh. 200 pieces. Heck yeah. That's awesome. I did one piece. I did one corner piece. Yes. Oh, goodness. Not Watery Onion joining. I love the names. I love the random. You're Curious Shark. And Watery Onion. Oh. What a good week. What a good week for the cats, chat. Now we have to hope for a good week next week for Maple. Because he goes for his blood work on Monday. Monday? Is it Monday or Tuesday? Monday. So we gotta keep our fingers crossed that it ends up being what he wants. Or the vet wants, I should say. So that we can move forward with getting his teeth cleaned and getting him good. Because, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out, keeping me company today. And I don't know, just being part of all this cat stuff. It's pretty cool, and I appreciate it. I will be back on Monday. I will not be here this weekend. I will be trying to get my house back in order. Shush, ads. It's not about you right now. But yeah, come join us in Discord if you would like. Welcome back. We're just getting ready to wrap up. We finished a third of the armrest in 2 hours, so not too shabby. Progress, you know? Let me put this guy here. Alright. Of course. Good luck on the housework. I will not do it all in one day. Stick it to that lady. They're so dumb. They're so... I mean, honestly, does it surprise anyone that the people in the government are dumb? No. No. Anyway, have a great weekend. If you're playing on Switch, you might see me hop on. Like I said, I went to a couple of Treasure Islands earlier today and got some more stuff for our island. So I might be doing some stuff like that. I won't progress in our builds or our story or anything like that. Like, I'm not even going forward to get Cephalobot on the island without you, so don't worry. Anyway, have a lovely, lovely weekend, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take your meds, alright? To be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all on Monday. Maple's blood work is at... Oh, so I might be late on Monday. I might be late. Maple's blood work is at 2:30. So I'll let you know in the Discord. So yeah, come join there. Here's my socials. Okay, bye!